you do everything pretty good.
You're going to be on if I do this. You're on. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
We're trying to get this live, and woohoo, I think we got it. You get to see my husband there. He is ditching out. Yay, I got it. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. We'll be fine. I've got to clear something on my computer here. All right, so we are going to do Tasteful Touches today. It's a lovely little card, and we're going to use the In Good Taste DSP. So I'm going to flip you over so we can get to the project so that you guys can see it. And if you're here, please leave me a comment so that I know you're here. We also cross-post to a bunch of other pages so that we can be seen. And I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to flip you over so you can see what we're working on. And there you go. Here's our project. This is a, of course, I use this from a couple of Pinterest cards that I saw. I got this idea to do this one, but that's okay. This is the stamp set we're going to use. These are some of the colors. We're not going to use the Calypso Coral and Terracotta Tile because when I cut out all of my lovely little flowers, I cut them out in Terracotta Tile, Calypso Coral. This is Terracotta Tile, Calypso Coral, and Petal Pink. I cut them out in Rococo Rose, Mango Melody, and Cherry Cobbler. But we're going to use the Rococo Rose today. I think it looks better with the DSP that I chose. So, without further ado, I'm going to move this stamp set for you. We don't have to do any real stamping. I have everything stamped for us to save a little time. I did use the In Good Taste DSP. I will put a little video in the blog post about this so that you can see what all the DSP looks like. Oh, and take a look. I did my nails today for the 4th of July. They're supposed to be little hearts, but my nails aren't quite long enough for you to see the heart. So it's okay, but we have some cute nails today. If you're going to be doing any purchasing today with us, stamp it with a heart. Here's our hostess code. Our P like Paul, 9, E like Edward, D like dog, D like dog, G like Gina, N like Nancy, and A like Apple. So if you're going to place an order today, $50 will get you entered into my hostess drawing, and also we'll get you a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up. So here's our card. This card has got In Good Taste DSP in the background. I've used some retired leaves here, but any of our leaves from the Celebrate Sunshine or Celebrate Sunflowers or any one of our dies that have leaves would be great. I used a punch that retired, and I used the birthday dies for this one just because I love them and I had a whole bunch of them extra. The only thing I didn't have extra was these leaves, so we're going to punch those out today. So this is our card, and again, I used my Scan and Cut, Brother Scan and Cut, and I used it to cut out my flowers and my leaves here. I'll put this to the side so you guys can keep an idea of what the card's going to eventually look like. There you go. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to color our roses. I've already cut these out, and I stamped them in Rococo Rose and cut them out with my Scan and Cut. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to color them. I'm going to use a light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to come in here and add some color to the edges. Actually, I like the other side better for this. And I'm going to do this on all of them. And then we're going to fill in the color with the Petal Pink. We're just adding a little color to whatever you think needs a little extra color from these. But you know, roses are all different colors. And I got the idea of this particular card off of my roses in my yard. I have some that I cut. They don't look so good anymore, so I won't show them to you. But I got those, and I fell in love with this particular color because my roses are a little more peach. I have the dark Petal Pink, and I'm going to use the bigger tip on this one just to color in some of this and as blending these in. Now, most of the time I would have gone in with my lighter color and blended this really well, But because I've already got the Rococo Rose on here and it's dried up, I'm not doing that. And we're just going to go over and we're just going to color this in. Just a little bit of color. So you can see the difference of how I'm doing it as to what we've got originally. Now I'm going to take the light petal pink and I'm just going to color all that flower in. All of it. And blend those colors together. And I will probably go and get my yellow blends for the center of this. Or I could use some brown or early espresso or something. But I'll probably just use my yellow to color in those little dots. Because that won't take away from the color of the Rococo Rose. So there's our flower. Get that yellow. I'm going to use the dark So Saffron for our flowers here and just kind of add some color so we get a little bit of color in there. There we go. There's one flower. I'm just going to do our color on these little centers so that they're not stark white. There we go. And again, I'm going to go over the same pattern with these, just a little bit of this Flirty Flamingo to put some more shading in there. And not a whole lot of this now, mind you, because I want my flowers to be a light pink in their petals and just that dark rim. You could have added some purple posy. Any color would have really worked. The purple posy probably would have looked really phenomenal. And you could do your flowers different colors. They don't all have to be the same, which is what makes it so cool. That's why I like Stampin' Up. All the colors coordinate so well together. And yeah, this is the next color. Put some of this in there. Blend it in. Just be really quick. It doesn't have to be a piece of perfection to still be a beautiful card. But I know we have some of those perfectionist folks. My husband's one of them. He likes to be OCD about everything. He drives me insane. Like right now, our door is not really great. I am now onto my light petal pink. Our door is not closing properly, and it's driving him totally and unequivocally insane. He keeps messing with it, and I keep trying to not let the cats out of the house. The dogs are going in and out. The air conditioner. He has it in the middle of the day, so the air conditioner's going absolutely crazy because it can't keep up because it's 90 degrees here. All right, there's flower number 2, and then we're going to do the same thing on the next one. Just a little bit of this Flirty Flamingo. I will be sure to put the colors for this card in the blog post that will attach to it eventually. So it's Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink for the flower, along with Rococo Rose for the stamped image. And the center is the So Saffron. So I hope everyone's doing well. I don't see any comments yet, but that's okay. You guys can all be busy doing what you're doing and come back and watch me later. I am good with that. I'm just glad to be able to be here and show you all some new techniques and give you inspiration for some cards. I do miss getting together with everybody. It's sad. This COVID is driving me insane. I'm getting kind of lonesome over here without having some girl time. Called my beastie the other day and was like, I miss you. So what are y'all's plans for the 4th of July? Everything's closed around here, so we can't even go watch fireworks. And then, of course, my grandkids went to Myrtle Beach last weekend, so I won't be hanging out with them this 4th of July because I don't know if they're going to end up getting sick. I mean, I hope they followed all the precautions, but as a precaution for myself, I'm keeping them at an arm's distance. Okay, we've got all 3 of our flowers colored. Perfect. Now we're going to need this piece of cardstock. It's just your regular Whisper White. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to take 2 pieces of DSP. Now I want my stamp sentiment to be on the top on this one because I didn't think it did very well here. And then we're going to have this one down here. Now these should be, this is 2.5. And this is also 2.5. I should probably cut these down by 1/2 inch each. Let me find my cutter. Here we go. All right, got to get the cutter out because we need to cut these down by 1/2 inch so that they'll be even. Let's say that 1/2 inch. Maybe I'll put it on the inside. I don't know. Who knows? I could use it as a sentiment piece too, especially with that lovely little punch. Wait till you all see the new Christmas catalog. OMG, if you like the lovely pick-a-punch, there's some stuff in there coming for you. All right, now that we've got these cut, I'm going to take some glue, and I'm just going to put a little glue on here. And what basically this piece of cardstock is going to be our front, but I'm trying to keep it sturdy and nice and even so that I can pull with it. There we go. Got that on. Now this will go right. Oh, I should have only cut it back for. Actually, let's take this off before it dries. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Because this is not how we do this. We put this on this piece. And this piece is going to be 4. So I need to cut 1/4 off of this. I will have dimensions because, you know, I thought I was all good and I had everything all cut out perfectly for you today. And I did not. So it's going to be 4 inches wide by 5.5. So this piece is going to go at the top. I'll put a little extra glue on it because I messed up. You know, it's okay. We can fix it. All right. This is going to go on top because when I noticed it didn't fit evenly, like that's a problem. It's supposed to fit evenly. There we go. Now this piece is going to go right here. Okay. So again, everything is 5.5 in length. These 2 DSP pieces are 2 inches by 5.5. And this piece of Rococo Rose is not big enough. But that's all right. We'll make it work. It's not going to have that pretty little Rococo Rose trim. It should have went on this. And well, we'll be fine. We'll make it work. I have more Rococo Rose. It's okay. Okay, so the Rococo Rose should be this big. There you go. I'm going to move that out. So your base should not be Rococo Rose here. It should be Whisper White, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And then you're going to have it placed on top just like this. Okay? Yes, I messed up. That is the beauty of being live. When you put all your paper together and you think you got it all planned and you don't. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. But you can always fix it. It can always be fixed. All right. So there's the base of our card. And all of this will go on a piece of Whisper White cardstock. These two are going to go on the edge, and this one's going to be popped up on some dimensionals. Get the dimensionals, and I'm not putting it down yet. I need to arrange all of my flowers so that they go where I want them to go, or all of my flourishes and leaves. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves in that. So let's punch out some leaves. My leaves are in garden green. All right. And I have some of these. These are in Terracotta. These are also in garden green. I have some of these cut out as well from the the brother Scan and Cut. So I'm going to adhere these so that they pop out below like this. So I'm just going to take those and glue those onto those flowers. Don't need a whole lot of glue there. And you just figure out where and how you want it to show up out of your flowers, because it's going to go here. Just go like that. And I do that to both my flowers and let them kind of sit in the background so they can actually meld with the glue. I mean, you can always use glue dots if you want it to be in a hurry, but I like glue because it holds better. And go like that for this one, which will go here. Let that glue up. And then we've got this one that will pop up. And it has to go last because you want all of your leaves to be able to be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying these down with some glue. And I'm going to put them on the edge here so it holds. Because mind you, this is exactly how big your card is. So you really don't want any to go over to be able to not go in the envelope, right? And I only glue down a little bit of the flower because I'm going to put leaves in and around it. So I'm just kind of going to do the middle. And it's okay if your flowers are a little turned and they're not centered. I mean, you might want them centered. That's, to me, it doesn't matter. Flowers are always different. They're never exactly laying the same to make a bouquet. I do kind of want to keep the flowers, even though it's like in a line. I don't care if they're straight or not. I want to keep the line. See, I've got a line here. I kind of want to keep that line of that much flower on each side of that line. Okay, so now I've got that, and I have a bunch of these little tiny vellum. These are from the birthday dies. I had a whole bunch of these pre-cut. So I have, these are also from the birthday dies as well. I just had a whole bunch cut and was trying to use them up. So that's why I have them all here. So then I'm going to lay this here. I'm not going to adhere it yet. I just want to lay it there so I can see where I need some leaves. Like I would like one here. And I'm going to lay them all down before I actually glue them down, because I want to make sure that's where I want them so I can adjust them as I see fit. You know? And if you want to make it the same, you can lay these in and under and around. Like I picked up portions of this here and laid it like that. So it was a little of both, so that when this pops over, you'll see all of it. But you'll also see this piece here as well. And my fingers are sticky with the glue. That's one of the problems of working with just glue. Okay, I've got one more of these leaves, and I want him over here somewhere. I think I'm going to put him right here. And I'm trying to give myself a little room up here because I'm going to put my sentiment up here. So I think I'm going to move this down here as well. I'm going to have more at the bottom this time. Like that. And then I'll put these pieces of vellum. So before I go in and adhere all these, I think I'm going to stamp my sentiment. We're going to stamp it in Garden Green, and we're using the same sentiment that says you are special, and it's out of the same die set, which is this one right here. You could use any one of these. That one just is the one that fits. And you are special because everybody's special, don't you think? Okay, now I'm going to stamp this here. There we go. And I'm going to put it right up here. And I just did this because I think you'll be able to see it better. There, you are special. It is much better on that part of the DSP than it is here. So I like that. So we've got the you are special. Now this lets me know where I can put my flowers so that you can still see the sentiment. There we go. Now I'm going to put some of these in here because you'll be able to see them, but you'll still be able to see my sentiment as well. I can end up with these over here. Tuck it all the way in there. Might have to trim off a touch there, but that's okay. Still think it needs some green, but it'll cut out of my sentiment. Let's just put these in here. We can put these anywhere we want. And I like putting them over top of the green leaves because they're almost the same size and it makes them look so much more layered. And you don't have to put all the ones. I've got like 4 of these cut, and some of them I've noticed I have to trim off the bottom so I can get them where I want them. But I've got 4 or 8 of these cut and like 2 of these. This one underneath this. There we go. And I have one more. I don't really think it needs it. Do you? I think we're good just like that. So now that I've got these all down here where I want them, I'm going to start going in and gluing them down. Just a touch of glue. And I'm going to stick them where I want them. That way they're permanent. This one I'm just going to kind of move out of the way so I can get these down. Remember, this one is got a piece of fuzz on it. I layered it with this so we could see the green and still see this. This one is going to go around as well, but it goes hidden underneath like this. Further in. Just want to make sure that when we put this back, it still stays there. And just a little glue, you don't need a lot. Slide it up in there. And I just put it on the edges because that way it will stay down. I like the dimension that the leaves are given by not putting the glue on the very edges of the leaves. And with using glue, you're able to maneuver your flower or your leaves just a little bit longer than you would if you did other types of adhesion. So this one I'm going to put all the way around because I want to make sure it stays just like it is. This one goes down here. There we go. Now these should all be down and layered, and now I can just take my pop with dimensionals and I can just lay this one down right like this. Okay, now I need my card base. I've started using the Thick Whisper white card bases because it's just so much better to do as a card base. We're just going to take that thick white card base and we're going to put this right on top of that, and you're done. All right, and of course I use glue. I use glue these days for just about everything because the adhesive that I have, I need to finish using it. I need to try this new adhesive that Stampin' Up! Has out. It's called Stamp and Seal, or I don't remember what it's called, but I really think I need to try it because regular adhesive that I have just sucks. And this glue is great, but you know, I'm running out of that. Anyway, here is my other card that I did with You Are So Special from the Tasteful Textures. And I hope you enjoyed making this card today. Aren't they beautiful? So these are going to go to someone special. They'll probably also be in my pack for my nursing home folks, because that's what I've been doing lately, is sending sunshine to the nursing homes. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day. Please leave comments. I may draw a lucky random winner to receive one of these cards. Have a great day. Bye-bye.